Hi, welcome to Molly's Monday Machination video edition for Monday the 7th of July 2008. The split round is over, round 14. So let's have a look at the results from the second half of the split round. Geelong played Adelaide and it was 18-16 124 for Geelong, and Adelaide 8-8 56, brother. So the goal kickers for Geelong: Tommy Lonergan 4, Matthew Stokes 3, Joel Corey, Johnson, Cameron Mooney 2, Blake, Chapman, Ling, Mackie, Varco 1 apiece. For Adelaide, Douglas 2, Burton, Edwards, Johncock, Marich, Massey and Paul Pleasure singles. Best for Geelong: Bartlett, Enright, Selwood, Milburn, Ling, Ablett, Mooney, Lonergan. For Adelaide, Goodwin, Johncock, Massey, Edwards and Stephen. So the Cats stay on top of the ladder. In the second game of the round, Magpies versus Swans, it was Collingwood, and I don't have the figures in front of me. Collingwood 79, Sydney 50. A good win to Collingwood up in Sydney. On to the match review panel findings and the results for the first round. Darren Glass, Adam Hunter, Trent Crode, Mark Williams, Lance Franklin all took fines for being engaged in a melee. Brendan Favola accepted a $3,000 sanction for wrestling, and Brent Renouf accepted a 2-maim sanction for striking Adam Selwood of the West Coast with an elbow to the head. This week, the big incident was Barry Hall. Barry Hall has been charged with a level 2 attempting to strike offence against Shane Wakeland of Collingwood during the second quarter of round 14 match. In summary, his penalty is increased to a 1-game sanction, even with an early plea, due to his existing bad record and carryover points. So here's how the match review panel found the incident. The incident was assessed as an intentional conduct, 3 points, impact as not applicable, no points, and high contact, 2 points. This is a total of 5 activation points, resulting in a classification of level 2 offence, drawing 80 demerit points and a reprimand. He has an existing bad record of 7 matches suspended within the last 3 years, increasing the penalty by 50%, meaning the demerit points come to 120 and a 1-match sanction. He has 90 demerit points carried over, so that brings it up to 210 and 2-match suspension. 25% for an early plea, which he has accepted already, brings it to 157.5. Brett Burton's knock on Joel Selwood was ruled as nothing more he could have done to avoid it, and Cloak and Robert Thompson was nothing in there. It was a push that slightly missed. The interesting one is the Barry Hall case, as I talked about on the podcast today. Barry had issues with this before, and in fact Sydney has come out today and said that he needs to work through his issues with this. And even if he hadn't been suspended by the Tribunal, he was suspended or stood down by the club until he gets his personal issues sorted out. So it will be interesting to see how he goes moving forward with this incident and whether he can get it under control for finals. Sydney have a tough run on the way home, and they really need Barry Hall to fire if they're any chance to do any good. What I did forget to mention on the podcast today is that all the words coming out of Richmond is that Graham Polak is coming along quite well after his incident with a tram. Today there was reports that he had regained some of his memory. Late last week, towards the weekend, he was moved to a rehabilitation centre from hospital. So good news for Graham Polak and good news for footy, because we don't want to see anything bad happen to him. And he seems to be progressing well. 2 retirements announced today. Peter Bell over in Fremantle announced that he is retiring immediately to give the young guys an opportunity, and Michael Braun said he will retire at the end of the year for the West Coast, although the word is that he'll play one more game and be put on the sideline. I think that is the main stories for today. There was one more I was going to check out. Oh yeah, Nathan Ablett is rumoured to be returning to training. So it'll be interesting to see how he contends with that and whether he can push his way back in the side or whether it's just setting him up for next year. So that's the show for today. Don't forget to check out the podcast and the site at afl.mollyzine.com. And we might talk to you later in the week, maybe with some footy tipping. My footy tipping's going down the drain at the moment, so I might as well share that with everyone. Okay, bye everyone.